Okay, hi guys. This is Gina at Madden Homestead, and I just wanted to do a couple of new things. First of all, you might be able to tell I'm using a selfie stick for the first time ever, and so I'm probably a little bit pathetic. So sorry about that if it's a little goofy. You know what? You guys are already used to my weirdo-ness anyway, so I guess you'll get used to this too. And then you probably saw last week I did my very first episode of Nailed It or Failed It. So I thought keeping with that theme, I would try another thing, right? What did I do last week on Nailed It or Failed It? I tried dishwasher soap, which was a total fail, and I haven't found a new one yet. But this week I decided to do new hand soap, liquid hand soap. So I like, the ones that are in the pumps. I don't like the foaming kind. I like the nice, just normal, really luxurious, creamy kind of hand soaps. But what I realized, even though this bottle is really, really cute, the ingredients are not so cute. So what's in this thing? It's got the sodium lauryl sulfate, and we don't want to use that. And you might hear in the background, Daphne's decided it's time to play. So I'm just going to leave her hey, no, I can't. I got to stop this. Daphne, come here. Give me that. Look at this girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. Look at. Leave your duck. Leave your duck. You can't play duck right now. I'm sorry. We'll play duck later. So she's a nutty nut. Sorry about that. You know what? You videotape with me. You watch these. You get everything. You get the dog. You get the duck. You get the chickens. You get everything. Anyway, so back to my story about the hand soap. So what I did, the way I always do, is I did some research, and I don't believe in retreading ground that's already been trod. I don't see any real benefit in reinventing the wheel, or hand soap for that matter. So I went and found somebody else that actually found a lot of people that had made their own recipe of liquid hand soap, and found one that seemed the simplest, that had the least amount of ingredients, and certainly nothing weird, nothing chemical-y, nothing overly fragrant. I don't like all that stuff. And I found a very simple one that just called for grating up a bar of any kind of bar soap that you like. I chose to do the Castile's bar soap, and I should have had a sample of it, but it's just a bar soap, you guys, just a bar soap. And then it called for a gallon of water, distilled water, and then if you wanted to put any coloring or fragrance in it, you could. Again, I chose not to. So basically all you do is you grate the bar of soap, you put it in a pot, you pour the water in, and you cook it on the stove low. You don't bring it to a boil until the soap has all melted, and then you have to let it sit for about 10 hours or overnight. So I did that. I put that in on Sunday afternoon. Today is Thursday, so 4 days ago, and overnight. And I should have videoed this earlier, but I just been busy. And again, I'll do my little plug. I work full time, and I'm trying to do this and a lot of other things. So bear with me if I don't give you everything on video. I want to one of these days. Anyway, so overnight it sat there, and all it did was separate the water from the soap. The soap was melted, and it had like soap bubbles on the top, and it was just a ton of liquid. It was just a mess. It was just a hot mess, and I was very disappointed in it. And so I decided that the next day I would come home, put it back on the heat, and see if maybe reheating it would help. So I did that, and still nothing. So then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna beat this gosh darn thing. So what I did is I ladled out 2 cups of water from what had separated. So it was kind of layered, right? So there was in the pot, there was the watery at the bottom, and then the layer of soap on the top, which actually had formed like almost a thick little skin. It was kind of creepy. So my feeling was, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. My feeling was, if I take out some of the water, because I felt like it was way too much water, not enough soap. Oh, sorry, I totally forgot. I grated a second bar of soap, because I thought, you know what, I think that the girl that came up with this recipe maybe had just messed up on her calculations. So I decided to do a second bar of soap. sorry, all that said, still super, super liquidy, still didn't help. So that's when I took off 2 cups of the liquid in the bottom. So what I did, so let me see if I can get this on camera. This is super fun. Is I just stuck it in this container and I just left it on the counter and I went to work. So when I got home from work that night, I was sort of surprised to find that it like gelled. It was, let me see if I can get this. You're not going to be able to see this, I don't think. Let me see. Let me get that on camera. It's goopy. I don't know. Can you see? Does it look like goopy and jelly-like? It's like this weird, gross, goopy business. So I thought, oh man, this thing's failed. What am I going to do with this? And I thought, you know, I have nothing to lose. Why don't I just get the stick blender, stick it down in there and see if it turns into anything of interest. So I did. And what I got was, let me go down here again. I wish this wasn't white now. Look, like a nice thick, it's a little gloppy right now, but it's just like a liquid hand soap with no fragrance because I didn't add any fragrance to it. So I guess persevering makes a difference. So I think what I'm gonna do is show you guys what I did. Show you what I did, do what I did, whatever. So I have over here, let me flip this camera around, hold on. Okay, so I have that little container that's kind of weird and jelly looking. And I have my stick blender, an old one that cracks me up because it's all warped. See, it's not round anymore. So I'm just gonna stick it down in there. It's thick. See that? I guess it helps if I get it on camera. It's all weird and gloppy and creepy looking. All right, so here we go. This is so much easier to do with 2 hands. It's kind of foamy, which I guess we should expect since it's soap. But I mean, it's like a, you know, a decent consistency. So set that down. So look at, you know, it's smooth and kind of useful. So what I think I'm gonna do is I actually ended up with 3 batches. So there's, you know, I'll bring it over, this one. Then I have another one. And see how you can see it's more liquid on the bottom and kind of solid and weird on top. So I'll just do the same thing with that one, and then this is the first one that I did that I'm kind of happy with. And then what I think I'm gonna do, oh, I guess I could turn this around again. Okay, hold on, bear with me. Hello. So I think what I'm going to do is finish all of these off, and then I'm going to stick them in a, you know, a bigger container, and then fill up my cute little bottle that I like because it's got the little chicken in the, I don't know what's on there, chicken and a sheep and a cow. So I'm going to fill this up. I might add a little color to it, just a drop of food coloring, but maybe not. And maybe some fragrance. This was orange, and I like that in the kitchen, so I might do some essential orange in there. Essential oil of orange. I can do this. And then I will just do it every time I fill up this container, or any container. I can just add whatever fragrance, whatever essential oil I like at the time. So that's what I'm going to do. So I guess this episode of Nailed It or Failed It, it's a little bit of both, right? It started out as a fail, but I think I figured it out and then I nailed it because I'm kind of awesome like that. All right, you guys, I hope that this was fun. I hope it was like at least semi-educational, and certainly hope it was fun. Okay, you guys, so this is it from Gina. little urban homestead girl at Madden Homestead. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And hey, listen, if you like this, share with your friends. And, you know, watch my YouTube. I think you can sign up. I don't know. I'm still learning this. I'm so ridiculous. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.